my name is Miss Thompson. I had the privilege of working with a student named Javius this past semester. He is 15 years old and he's in 10th grade. He has a learning disability named dyscalculia, and that affects the portion of his brain that processes mathematical understanding. This makes it difficult for him to do mathematical calculations. Sometimes he struggles with mixing up numbers, has difficulty with pattern recognition and decoding word problems. I learned when working with him one-on-one that he is a trumpet player, which was really cool because I was a baritone player in high school, and that connection helped make him feel more comfortable around me. He loves cars, and that inspired him to want to be a mechanical engineer, which I think is really cool. He is scared of that because the degree is very demanding with when it comes to mathematics. So his fail safe is to be a mechanic because at the end of the day he just wants to work with cars. But I really believe that he could be an engineer. He has a lot of strong qualities. Some of them are that he is an excellent communicator when he is confused. Um, if he does ask for help, which doesn't happen all the time and something we did work on, he knows at what point in the equation or word problem that he is confused on, which makes it a lot easier for us to assist him. He's very determined to solve problems, which is a very good, strong trait, but does cause problems later on, which I will get into. And he's a very strong kinesthetic learner, which essentially means that if he can move around or manipulate objects, he has a better time understanding these concepts. This does become a problem later on because if he doesn't have that visual support, he does get overwhelmed, and that is something that we've been struggling with when it comes to working on tests because he can't always have those manipulatives. He does shut down if he feels ignored. So if he does ask for help and he doesn't get help pretty quickly, he will kind of just shut down and not want to do it. This has to do with him feeling anxious when he's working on independent work because, like I said, he's very determined to solve a problem. So he will work on a problem and work on it, work on it, work on it, and ignore the other ones instead of leaving that problem, working on other ones, and coming back. People just get stuck there, and that definitely has a negative effect on his time management because he will not finish an assignment. And sometimes if he gets stuck very early on, he won't turn the assignment in because not enough of it is finished. In the class I was working on him with was geometry. It is a branch of mathematics that deals with measurements and properties and the relationships between lines and points, angles, surfaces, area. In this class, we focused on geometric understanding, mathematical reasoning, and taking word problems and putting them in a real world light, making it easier to connect and understand and have a more grounded understanding of where we could use these in the future and in real world. We learn a lot of skills in geometry. Some of them are critical thinking, spatial awareness, measurement, and problem solving. This can be very helpful in class, obviously, but also in the real world when it comes to figuring things out. And then in his classes when he will be an engineer. These are foundational skills that help him through those classes. And then when he is an engineer, using these skills on projects pretty consistently, he will need them. So over the 6 weeks, I kept track of the assignments that he turned in, how much he completed on them, and what grade he got on them. As you can see in the beginning, he didn't really turn assignments in, and when he did, they would be late and not finished. But as we built his confidence up and gave him a bunch of accommodations, he was able to have assignments turned in, and if they were turned in late, they were turned in completed. And we did this through extra time, working in pairs, using manipulatives was a very important one. And then if he got overwhelmed, he was able to walk away and come back and not get stuck like he was earlier. I also kept track of the questions he asked over the 6 weeks, like how many he did, and then the percentage of assignments completed each week. And as you notice, he asked more questions and he turned more assignments in, which resulted in him having a better understanding of the concepts. And his grade improved over time. He started with a pretty low D, and now he's at a C. We did a lot of things a lot of strategies to accomplish this, and I would like to discuss 3 of them specifically with you. One of them is visual breakdown. So this is annotating word problems, circling important units, highlighting variables, underlining questions. And the most important that I saw that was very helpful for him is drawing out the figures so he can visually see what he's working with and being able to analyze it and work through it and find the solution. We were able to help this even more by using manipulatives, physical manipulatives and online manipulatives. The one I would like to point out here is the geometry sticks, which are those little sticks with the protractor there. He is able to work through his thought process with those, which was very helpful to him to get to the answer he needs. Another thing that helped him with the thought process was peer collaboration. So working in groups or in pairs, he was able to talk through his understanding and his logic when it came to mathematics, and it helped build his confidence tremendously, which is something he'll need when he is working in classes in engineering and then as working in an engineering team. I would love to keep this forward motion with him and this growth with him. So some things I would like to do is do bi-weekly email updates with you and try to do a 9-week meeting online or in person. I know you're a nurse, so in person might be difficult. But I would like to plan that and then notify you when assignments are missing to keep him on top of that. And then I would love for him to log how he's feeling about the concepts at the end of each week, just so that we're aware and we can be very mindful so he doesn't get overwhelmed and frustrated. If you need anything, my email is on the first slide, and so is my phone number. Please reach out. I've loved working with him, and I hope you have a great day.